The third quarter of 2024 brought some interesting developments in the residential housing market. The 30-year fixed mortgage rate started the quarter around 7%, but by the end of September, it had dropped nearly a full percentage point to right around 6.20%. Theoretically, when we see mortgage rates drop, we should see housing demand levels increase and ultimately prices increase as well. However, historically, the back half of the year is slower and we see both of these numbers decline. So how did Irvine's premier gated communities perform in Q3 with these mixed market signals? Well, let's start with Altair. Both Toll Brothers and Lennar built homes saw their prices continue to increase at a scorching rate in quarter three. Homes built by Lennar saw a significant increase in price, with the average price per square foot rising by $71, translating to an overall price increase of 8%. Toll Brothers properties also performed well, with the average price per square foot climbing by $138, which breaks down to a 15% increase in price. This surge in price for Toll Brothers was largely driven by the sale of 90 Spatial, which was an ex-model home that closed for $6.3 million, setting a new record for highest sales price in Altair as well as highest price per square foot. Despite these large gains in price, Altair still sits at the bottom of the list when looking at average price per square foot in these premier gated communities. Moving north to Orchard Hills, the results were kind of mixed. Non-Toll Brothers built homes in the Reserve and the Grove saw their average price per square foot increase by $21 in quarter three and now sit at an average of $1,121. Meanwhile, the Toll Brothers section experienced a sharp $300 increase in price per square foot, but the numbers aren't as what they really seem. There was only a single Toll Brothers built home in Orchard Hills that sold in quarter three, and it was 110 Nest Pine, which closed for an astounding $10 million, blowing past the previous record high sale in Orchard Hills of $8.8 million. With the highly anticipated fourth and final section of Orchard Hills named The Summit scheduled to start selling next year, it will be really interesting to see how it affects resale rates in Orchard Hills and all of these premier gated communities in Irvine. If you're interested in The Summit and would like to see the approved floor plans or learn how to get on their priority list, click the link above somewhere up here to view my previous video on it. Heading south to Hidden Canyon, prices appeared to drop in quarter three, but these numbers are a bit misleading. Similar to Orchard Hills, we only saw a single home in Hidden Canyon sell during this quarter, but this time around, it was a distressed as-is property sold at 104 Shady Arbor, which closed for the lowest price per square foot in over 2.5 years for Hidden Canyon. Just down the street in Laguna Altura, we saw 3 homes sell in quarter three, increasing the community's average price per square foot up to $1,093. Turtle Ridge and Shady Canyon followed this trend of fewer homes being sold, but this time at higher prices. In Turtle Ridge, we only saw a single home sell, which was 25 Grandview, which closed for $7.938 million, equating to $1,392 per square foot. Meanwhile, there were 2 homes that sold in Shady Canyon during quarter three, one of which was 29 Prairie Grass, which closed for $9.8 million and set a new record for highest price per square foot of a home ever sold in Irvine at $2,094 a square foot. This common theme of a lack in sales does not stem from a lack in inventory. In fact, we actually saw inventory levels in most of these communities increase throughout quarter three. These lower sales volumes are a result of these low levels of demand, which ultimately come from these higher mortgage rates. However, the buyers of these homes aren't as directly affected by mortgage rates. Out of the 31 properties that sold across these gated communities, 24 of them were bought with all cash. And although these mortgage rates don't directly affect their pricing, they still act as a key market indicator for these buyers, and hence the lower sales volume. As we head into the fourth and final quarter of 2024, mortgage rates remain a key focus as they continue to fluctuate and will be the key indicator into how the housing market responds in the fourth quarter. So I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think prices in Irvine's premier gated communities will continue to increase in the fourth quarter, or will we see things follow the historical trends and price and demand levels will fall off? If I don't hear from you, I look forward to getting to bring you the next market update. Cheers.